Hello everyone, welcome to Cellopedia. This is Maxim. If you decided to start playing cello or would like to double check that every basic thing you learned so far works, this video is for you. Today we will learn how to sit when you play cello, and I will share with you a few tips about how to hold the bow in such a way that you can start playing cello right away. And now let's get to work. The setup. First, let's talk about the chair you are using. Try finding heavy chair. You're going to move a lot when you play. You don't want your chair to shake violently when you make every note. It should be high enough so when you sit, you have your knees at about 90 degrees angle, and it shouldn't have armrests. You are going to use your arms a lot, and you don't want to hit your arm against the armrest. Try to avoid leaning on the back of the chair. It might feel good, but it will definitely block your upper body and will not allow you to play cello well. You want to move a little bit forward, so you have to feel as if you are sitting on the edge of the chair. But of course, be careful, you don't want to fall off the chair. Your back should be straight but not stiff, and your shoulders have to feel relaxed. You do not want to have posture as if you are participating in a military parade. On the other hand, you don't want to slouch. Slouching forward might feel comfortable at first, but try to avoid that. Many cellists develop back pain because of this habit. Now let's talk about position of your cello. Bring it up so it's touching somewhere in the middle of your chest. You can definitely change the end of your endpin. You can make it a bit shorter or a bit longer. Just make sure that your cello is at about 45 degrees angle. In other words, you shouldn't have it in this position or in that position. But no worries, you don't have to decide it once and forever. With more experience, you will get natural sense about how to set up the proper length of the endpin so you will feel the best. Next, you have to pay attention to where the neck of the cello is. It has to be quite close to your neck, but you have to make sure that this peg, C-string peg, is slightly behind your neck. You don't want to have cello in position in which it will be against your neck. A lot of cellists make this mistake and then they turn the head this way. And this is sure recipe for the neck pain. So bring the cello up. This way the peg is slightly behind. Adjust the length of the endpin as needed. Maybe you have to make it a little bit longer. And after that, pay attention to your knees. Your right knee should be touching the cello from this side, just touching, no squeezing, and your left knee should be slightly behind your cello. Very common mistake is to squeeze cello with both knees from both sides, and that will create a lot of tension. You want to have good relaxed position from the beginning, so follow my advice and keep your left knee slightly behind the cello. That will turn the cello a little bit this way, and actually we will take advantage of that a lot later on. And now you're ready to build a simple, relaxed bow hold. I want to show it in the easiest way possible, yet it will be great foundation for the perfect technique. Take the bow in the left hand, hold it like this, somewhere in the middle, try to avoid touching the hair, and just put your fingers like this. Your middle finger should be touching that metal ring. Your index finger should be here, in a borderline between this part and the metal wire. Spread other fingers a little bit. They shouldn't be like this together. The angle is approximately 90 degrees. The tip of your middle finger should be slightly lower that metal ring, and the thumb should be touching the bow at the other side, roughly at the spot where the frog ends. So you will be touching both the frog and the bow stick. Your thumb should be slightly curved, and your wrist should look like this. Make this exercise a few times. Just imagine you're holding the bow, shake your wrist. You see that your fingers are free and thumb is slightly curved from other side. Now hold the bow, aim at touching the metal ring with your third finger, and here you are. Your thumb should be right behind of the middle finger, curved, and the touching that corner of the frog right at the opposite side of the third finger. Now just a little bit more effort, no squeezing, just actively holding the bow and release the left hand. Here you go. Get back to this exercise several times, try it tomorrow the same way, and you are on the way building good bow technique. And now let's put it all together. Check your cello position. Make sure that your shoulders and your neck are relaxed. The neck of the cello is very close to you. The peg is slightly behind your neck. The cello is touching the middle of your chest. Then you take care of the bow hold and put the bow on the string. Let's use the second string, D. Just put the bow on the string somewhere in between the bridge and the fingerboard, like this. Don't move the bow yet. Just feel that it's resting on the string. You see, it's actually much easier compared to what you feel when you just hold the bow in the air. And these are great news because you will not need to hold the bow in the air, but it will always work this way. The weight of the bow will help you to make sound. Now keep the bow at approximately straight angle between the string and the bow stick. Try to feel what's going on here in your elbow, in your shoulder. You shouldn't feel too tight. You should be able to breathe, and you should be able to relax. And this is it for this lesson. If you decide to follow this course, go to the lesson 2, you will be one step closer to be able to play cello well.